Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. The Aggies offense comes on the field first today. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
Gives it to the back. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Amatova. Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
He's found some room at the 45. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Toss play to the outside. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
He's got some room. Can he get there? And he's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here comes a handoff. Fights off a defender. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
He's got a man down the middle. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. So Alabama's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First down here for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly. The shotgun running play call. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Oh, a sack! The senior on this defense making a big play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They'll try the option play here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
And that is a tough assignment for this strong safety because truly, he's really a hybrid player in this defense. He defends the pass, which makes him a defensive back, but his tackling ability is like a linebacker. So they don't mind coming up and taking on these players, but that is a tough task to take on that big fullback.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. And now the running back's got it again. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some...
Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The gain makes it second and medium. Tailback with another carry. Gets some space around the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Got space, looking to score. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. What a weapon for this offense. A quarterback who can flash the speed and finish a touchdown drive just like that.
How about being the defensive coordinator? You've got everything covered. You make the right call. And all of a sudden, this guy is so athletic and so gifted with his ability to improv, you can't contain him. You better come up with another scheme, and you better put 2 or 3 defenders on this quarterback.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner is brought down. Gets a starter in the next drive. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line. Clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Handoff heading left. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And, Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And even Isaiah Spiller, good, tough blend of toughness and speed.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll toss it to the right side. Will he score here? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, A&M.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football to the 25-yard line. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown. Tied.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown? That's what's so dangerous.
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. He's going to hand this off. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Dropping back. It's Amatova. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Looking to throw it again. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. You have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. He hands it off from the gun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down out at the 46.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the sidelines. They'll move the sticks. It's a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
slides down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
Chris, on this play, he has nobody open. It's better than taking a sack. He doesn't get intentional grounding because where he threw it, there was an intended receiver. I think there's no harm, no foul here.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first half, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Finds room at the 30. Slides to avoid the big hit. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. He'll hand it off. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
PAT is good, but they still trail by a point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner trying to create good field position. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. From the shotgun, handoff inside, powering through. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
I love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid game.
Boy, great keeper here by the quarterback for some nice yards and a first down. And they've had a great tradition over the years of having quarterbacks that have the ability to put the ball down and pick up valuable yardage.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Hits into space at the 50. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Nice first down here by Texas A&M. The offensive line gets a hat on a hat. It's a good push. And once again, you see the history and tradition of Texas A&M with a great back.
Looking to throw it on first down. Finds an open target on the left side. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
To the air, it's Amatova. Looking for his big tight end. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
The defense with more pre-snap movement. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The shotgun handoff here.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a third. There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies.
You talk about a tough matchup for this defense down in this area. What are you going to do? The quarterback puts it up in the air, and the big tight end goes over the top of everybody for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. An explosive play moves the ball across midfield. Will spot it at the 38. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Here's the option play. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Amatova. Pass rush closing in. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like. And they'll make an adjustment before this important play. The Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. That's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Fair catch made near the 45. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the move, looking deep. This one is broken up and ball's incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. And the defense tackles him in what should be the final play of this first half. that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Aggies will kick this deep to begin the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They can't slow him down. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Now they'll go for a two-point conversion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That's a sack. They've got him. The two-point conversion doesn't work, so they still trail. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! An electrifying play by this returner. Takes it the length of the field to the house in a conference championship game.
You know, Chris, I don't know if there's anything that can affect momentum as much as a kickoff return all the way back for a touchdown. It gets everybody fired up. Now you've got the stadium behind you. Your offense and defense will respond. This could be a game-changing opportunity for them.
And the extra point was up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back's got it again. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's looking to scramble. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return starts from inside the 5. He steps out at the 23. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, A&M. This offense really clicking. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage curve. He is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. Quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting them in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Thompson. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with it.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Alabama. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Play action here on first down. Bringing pressure. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. And tackled after a small pickup there.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Scanning the field, it's Amatova. Quick throw to the left. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Ball handed off. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. The field goal is good. And they
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This has become a scoring fest in the 2nd half. Looks like the last team with the ball is going to win it. Big guys up front, lined up. It's 1st down. Here's the handoff on a counter. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. He made a nice play in the backfield.
He went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Thompson. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands. This
offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Quick throw to his receiver. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession, they were able to milk some clock and add 3 points to the scoreboard. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Amatova. And it's intercepted. They read the screen perfectly.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Going with the old counter run here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Got it.
3rd down coming up after that running play. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's past the marker, still on his feet. Tackle made after a big gain.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Aggies line it up with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Texas A&M. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's got it. Breaks loose at the 45. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Touchdown, tie. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call. Just keep working that clock.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The back's got it on a counter. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid game here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down play coming up. And now the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Can they convert on 3rd down to keep this drive rolling? Dropping back, it's Amatova. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
When the defense gets these guys to 3rd down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. So the offense flexing here, Kirk, and stretching their lead here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the 2nd half.
An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11. Alabama has now moved into the red zone.
Let's go.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
And the point after is good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. This game is not over yet. You can see how the offense plays it. They love to chew some clock here, but you can't get too complacent. The offense starts with a short field. And here's the handoff. He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for the wideout. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Now they get set to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Now, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Here we go with a short shovel pass. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And it
cannot escape, and down he goes.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Quick throw, testing the middle. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.